If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Last time on Lawful Stupid. Darling, you are descending back down this hallway, and you make it into the common room.
Sierra, it's time to go.
She doesn't really respond to you, but she walks up to you.
What's up with the look there, sis? That's different. You okay?
You can kind of see something's wrong. Her face just looks contorted a little. And all of you hear in your head, hunger! And she leaps at you. You see the hulking form, who you would know to be Daniel Derringer, rushing at you full speed.
Brother, we're not trying to kill her, right?
No, she's just sick.
Good. It's sister dear, but she would do the same for me.
Yeah, so you run up and just punch her in the gut. You expected her to feel that a little bit more. She's going to look at you, Daniel, kind of snarl, and leap at Kato to make another round of attacks. She strikes across your chest, right? And we see wood chipping and paneling just spray into the air. She bites, and you hear the crunch of your metal and your wooden components. We all watch as Kato's lights fade from his eyes, from his body.
I thought you were Marcia.
And so we're returned with the corrupted Zira standing over our silent, our fallen Kato, and the siblings look on. And with that, we are going to come right back to Gus.
Well, Dwayne, I have a business proposition for you.
Yes, Gus. Do you now?
What I would like to do is I would like to cast a spell that I do not have prepared, but I do know. And I am willing to pay for such a privilege half of my hit points.
What is half of your hit
It's 12
points?
HP. Maximum hit points is 24.
What level spell are you going to cast?
Second level spell. Which I have, which I'll still use the slot, obviously.
Then, I want to be real careful and say, exceptions do not make the rule. But I will allow this because I think it's narratively interesting. But you have to make
a case for it.
No, I think you need to describe it. Do a good job of describing the spell and like how it's taking a cost. And let me added thing. I think second level spell, half your hit points is only 12 at this level. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's too far. Constitution saving throw. If you fail, you get a level of exhaustion. You still cast the spell, but you get a level of exhaustion if you fail a 12 DC check. 10 plus 2 for the level.
That's fair.
Cool. All right. Well, so let's roll. Let's get into it, and then you can. Why don't you do rolls first so you can see the cost as you describe it?
Oh, you
Your
want me
roll.
to do the con save?
Yeah, because if you got an exhaustion, your cost will be a little bit higher, right? And you can describe that as well.
No, I rolled a natural 20.
Should be fine on con save though. Yeah, you're fine there. All right, cool. So, what do you do?
So Gus is going to kind of sees Kato go down, sees his sister over top of him, like feasting. He's going to think about Vanessa and how he was too late. And he showed up and he tried to heal her and it was no good. And here he is again. Doesn't have the right spell. And he can't save anybody. And everybody's hurting. And he could have fixed it. So what he's going to do is he's just going to reach one hand out to Zira. And he just like focuses as hard as he can. You see this light start to channel in his hand. And it's like flickering as he struggles to maintain. He goes down to one knee. He's sweating profusely. And there's this flash as I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration. Which is a little difficult for me to get to right now because I don't have it prepared.
So you cast Lesser Restoration on Zira, who is, for all intents and purposes, a vampire, right? I've been saying corrupted, right? Just not to throw the word around vampire. But we all know that's what's happening here. So Lesser Restoration typically ends a disease or a condition, which we talked about. But man, I think she's so fresh into this new existence. I don't think it cures her vampirism. I don't think it just ends it. What I do think it does, I think you roll 2d10 radiant damage, and I think what it does do is end her ability to regenerate temporarily. So for this fight, for argument's sake, we'll say an hour or something like that.
Sick. Yeah, let me do that. That is 17. Big rolls, 9
That
and
is a big hit. So this light pours forward, and she screams out in pain, and you can hear her skin burn. You're almost dousing her with daylight, and she kind of curls up a little bit, and then the spell fades, and she stands, still looking very menacing, all things considered. But you could tell that your spell had an effect.
Got it.
You as a character don't know that her regeneration stopped, but
Right.
you as a
But I know
player
that she
understand that.
did not like that.
Not at all.
That will be my turn.
With that, we come to Daniel.
That's me. Well,
And to remind the listeners, because it's been a week, we have Kato laying down in front of this vampire Zira. 10 feet back from that is Daniel. 15 feet back from that is Gus. And then...
Oh, I'm in touch
20
range now.
Oh, you're in touch range, right, because you had to get close to touch. So, Gus right next to Zira. Daniel 10 feet back, and then 15 feet back is Darling behind Daniel. Now you may have your turn, sorry.
yeah. Well, of course, seeing Kato go down, Daniel lets out a "Brother, no!" You know, all dramatic like. And well, I know we talked about last time maybe grappling. But would that be effective here, or should I just go for the hit? Asking group opinion.
Players, Normally, we don't metagame, but obviously this is a guest and we are helping out, so you may provide advice as you see fit.
A grapple would be effective if you then drug her 20 feet away from us. You would have half movements because you'd be grappling another creature, but he does move with you, so you could grapple her and then drag her away. That would be helpful because then her movement speed would be 20 feet away from us.
I guess it comes down to, do I want to grab her, take her away, or do I want to just try and go for the knockout?
It would be beneficial for you with your extra temp HP being level 5 and having just a lot more HP than any of us. Probably combined.
Drag her off.
Probably drag her away and tank some hits for us would be.
I was planning on doing the grapple, didn't know where to go from there, but I have made a decision. Yeah, I want to close the distance. You said 10 feet. Well, I can just walk or run that and just try to grab her up in like a full Nelson, like spin her around, and all while saying, see to Kato, and whatever I gotta roll to do that.
So you're gonna roll and you're gonna run up and attack, and my DM advice is that you take the attack action here to do your grapple. That way you get a second attack.
Right.
So go ahead and roll your athletics check for me, please.
Athletics, where is my... Okay, my athletics is a +7, so that would be just...
You have advantage on this because you're raging, because it's a strength-based check.
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna have to...
Could go on. I'm gonna have to what?
Nope. Stop myself.
Alright, so what am I rolling final thing?
You're gonna roll 2 d20s.
Right.
And you're going to add your athletics to the highest of those.
Cool. It's a 10.
Now, because you use the attack action, you can use your second attack to try to grapple again.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I'm sure you can.
Let's do that. I just want to get her...
Good thought, Shane.
Get her away. Correction.
Nope, just go ahead and roll your 2 d20s.
Yep.
Dwayne's over here wincing.
Said what? And then same thing, still add that to the other.
Yeah, you roll the 2 d20s and add athletics.
All right.
To the highest one.
That would be a dirty 21. Well, 21. Dirty 21. Yeah.
Oh. That is not enough.
Damn. That's a... Oh well. We tried. Now it's my turn to die. Vampire Bros.
So you rush up and you try to get a good grab on her, but she is just bobbing and weaving, slipping your temps.
When did you become so slippery?
Death has afforded me such attributes. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't. She's pretty mindless.
You ever battle with a toddler just like that? That's what it looks like.
So now we're back up to Zira's turn, and Zira is essentially surrounded at this point. You've got D'Angelo on one side, Gus on the other, and Kato's form below, and she's reeling from this attack, right? Knowing that she's damaged, she looks down at Kato, and you see the lust, the veins pop. She's gonna take a bite out of Kato. She's gonna attempt to.
Did you say we saw the rust or the lust? What did she do?
The lust in her face.
The blood rust.
The bloodlust. The blood rust. The blood rust.
The very particular kind of lust that isn't where you want to fuck your brother.
The trust rust.
So she has to make an attack roll to hit. First and foremost, even though you're unconscious. But you see her lunge onto your body, and in that same spot that she took a bite, she crunches down again. And you actually watch her, like, you can see it her like pulling from
Very
your
cool.
life force, and she does need to roll a crit.
It's 2 death fails.
Yeah, correct. But the crit matters because. Hold on. Because remember, it's going to be necrotic HP for the bite. So you're going to take a good portion of damage, 13 necrotic. Which I don't think this is going to put you, because your max
19 now.
HP is what?
6
Yeah,
now.
but well, oh. All right. So she takes this bite out of you, and Gus and D'Angelo and Darlin, you're all watching as she just drinks and drinks and drinks, and you hear the unclench as she wipes the life force of Kato off her face, and the Kato who was lying there pretty still, and you would occasionally hear Kato rebooting, and you hear Kato say that one more time, but it kind of fades off in the middle. Devin, if you would facilitate.
Kato reboot.
And those are the last words you'll ever hear from Kato. Next up is Darlin in the initiative.
We have to go now. She's going to use that bardic inspiration to try and trap Zero one more time, but then she hella bolting.
Okay. And she has to do a strength
Yes,
saving throw,
DC
correct?
13.
Okay. Yeah, so these vines, remember the spot that she was captured before, there's like a break? There is this rush, and you just see like the ground kind of like billowing up, like causing this big mound to form, and it strikes up and grabs her as she's still crouched over Kato, and you watch as Zira and Kato together are like woven into these vines, and you see that she's restrained.
Yeah, dashing 80 feet out. The bonus action and gone.
Got it.
If I can pick up that letter on the way out, sure, that's fine, but I'm out. Yep.
That's what you do on your turn. So you bolt. Next we have Gus.
Yeah, I'll wild shape into a horse.
Dead stuff. Okay, you wild shape into a horse.
And I'll Actually, that's bad. I will use my action to disengage. Not use my action to wild shape because I need to disengage and I don't have a bonus action form. So I'll use my action to disengage.
Well, remember she has disadvantage on attacks.
Still.
Because she's restrained.
Still.
Okay, fair enough. She's dangerous, I get it.
She would attack me and I would just go down.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'll use my action to disengage 30 feet. Movement. And, yeah. I'll, yeah, that's it.
Next up is Dangel.
The hero in me wants to be like, no, stay, attack, but clearly the rest of the players are running away, so I think Dangel very hesitantly and with big old tears coming in his eyes, and like that look back run. Oh, brother, sister, and just takes off after wherever they go. Disengage, go away.
40 feet?
Yep.
So yeah, you do that. You bolt. And you make it 40 feet. And
I just want to try and catch up
to
them. I don't know what their distance is.
Yeah, you catch up to Gus for sure. Gus has got what, 35 feet?
30 feet.
30. You don't get any in shifter, right?
No.
My best. Okay. Darling's fucking gone.
Yeah, she's gone. I don't see her, but at least want to make sure Gus makes it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're with Gus.
Yep.
Next up, we have Zira, who is restrained, which means she really can't do a whole lot since somebody's near her other than try to break at the end of her turn. Confirm she has no movement speed. Yep, definitely not. Alright, so it's the end of her turn. She will attempt to break. Which she does not. She fights with the vines, but is unable to break free. And we're going to go back to Darling. So Darling, with 80 feet, you make it up the hallway. You make it to the opposite end almost. Or, yeah, no, you would make it to the opposite end of the chamber.
Cool. I think she needs that letter. All the rest of their family are going to come back in. Okay.
Yeah, you can get the letter. You can get the letter on your way out. Like, you had kind of hop over Vanessa, grab the letter. And
I'm going to make sure her dancing lights are going to be following behind her and hope to heck her brothers are going to follow. And as soon as she sees them again, like, she'll wait, panting, like out of breath, and then back off to the races as soon as she sees them.
Okay.
I think that would be 40 feet.
Yeah, if we're gonna
on her own, if that's an action kind of thing, because she can't dash, right?
Yeah, you.
She can keep
dash
dashing.
As an action and do 80. Yeah.
But she'll wait for them and just make sure her lights are following behind, so her brothers can hopefully see.
Okay. Next up is Gus.
Yeah, if we're just going to go into full runaway mode, do we want to stay in standard initiative?
I was just going to see what your last actions were, because she just failed her restrain. So as long as you guys were continue to running, then I was going to drop out.
Okay, I think
so if everybody is just set on running, the only reason I didn't cut that last time, Shane, is to see if she broke the initial restrain. But at this point,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not like a naturally
really catch
fast.
Us now, yeah.
No, not at this rate. Not if you guys are booking it right. Now, if you guys went normal speed, she could catch you, but you're
full
booking
spread.
Which, point of order, just so everybody's on the same page, that does mean Vanessa's body gets left behind.
Tracking.
Okay, so you guys bolt. And when you emerge from the temple, do you continue to sprint? Is this a sprint for the cavern door?
Is daylight out?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the only... Yeah, no, because in the temple, it's still in the cavern.
Yeah, then I'm yeah. I'm running until I see the sun, homie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And if it's nighttime,
if
I'm
you
running
guys
until I
wanted to
see the
stop
sun.
and do a thing, then I didn't want to rob that of you. Because like maybe you wanted to put up blockades, whatever. Anyways, so you guys bolt. So the three of you run.
Oh, I guess
through this temple.
there are those big doors that were ajar the whole way. We could like close them behind us.
There is that giant door at the entrance that you guys slid under, and then when you walked in the temple, it was an open door frame.
Oh, okay.
So you guys emerge from the temple, and then you descend down this staircase with these dragons lining it, and then you go through this empty village, and you guys bolt. And by the time you reach the gate, the door that has like a 3-foot opening, 3 foot from the ground, you guys, I assume, just slide out from under it, or slide under it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're panting. You're exhausted. And it is daylight out. But you've only got a couple hours of daylight left.
Yeah.
And so you guys find yourself on the opposite side of this door, this large door, and with these markings that you don't totally understand, but you do remember Cato saying that the word was sealed in another language.
How do we close it?
Like just try with the muscles.
I'm here. We could probably do it together.
Yeah. I'll just try to close it. See if it budges at all.
Everybody make a group athletics check for me, please.
It's 2 for your boy.
Ooh. You would not be raging anymore at this point after you're sprinting.
Right. So just a D20.
Plus your athletics modifier, which is going to be strength plus proficiency, most likely.
That'll be a 15. She'll still be in fox form. She's got more strength than that.
Yeah. It hasn't quite been an hour. Is it an hour on your
It doesn't
timer?
tell her how long my timer is.
Interesting. We should probably look at that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Hey, I'll make a free rule right here. That I will say your fox form, and write this down somewhere.
Okay.
And remind me. You get an hour plus 10 minutes per per proficiency. So if your proficiency score is 5, then you have an hour and 50 minutes in that form. Because you can only use it once a day, right?
We need to discuss it. I looked it up.
Okay, got it.
It's just nothing. It's just like, you can do this.
Yeah,
then we'll look at that homebrew after this. Then don't worry about that. We'll make some adjustments to make that more clear. So don't worry about that rule. We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after this episode. There just has to be some limits on it. I don't want to restrict it too much, but anyways, so you got a 15.
Yes.
Brandon, D'Angelo, what did you get?
Well, I got a natural 1. Do I still add all the...
You do.
Okay, so that's a 7, and then I do have proficiency. It says +3, so...
So that's included in the +7?
That's included.
Okay. Yep, just making sure. So 8.
Yep. So you guys are pulling, and you kind of hear it like strain against you, but you're not able to get it to move.
Alright, fuck this. Let's get out of here. Let's leave immediately.
What? We're just going to leave like that?
I got a wife, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
Wait, when did you get married? Wait,
George, let's at least take 10 minutes to try and find how to close the door. Maybe there's something on the outside.
maybe a lever or a secret password? Maybe it's, I don't know, written in Elvish or something?
Look, just give me...
I knew one dude who knew how to read this.
Oh, we could block it, put stones or trees here?
Darling's gonna look and see if there's a lever anywhere close to this door.
Roll an investigation check for me, please, darling.
I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Okay. You begin to restore your HP with your magics.
Oh, not good. She's too panicked. That's 3.
Yeah, you don't see a feasible way to... you don't see a way to close the door.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool.
I restored 7 hit points.
Nope, door's totally broken. I don't see anything. Nope, just I'm gonna write on this tree. Just giant X in common. Just start scratching it with her little fox paws.
I'm getting the cart. I'm like...
Yeah, sprinting down. No, not down, because you guys went up to it. Sprinting back to the cart, because you guys parked that a ways off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you guys are able to run back to the cart, where you find Sugar and Spice intact.
I couldn't... Thank God, I couldn't take any more.
And you guys have a decision to make. What do you do next?
After marking a giant X on the tree, I'm gonna go back up to them at the cart.
I think at this point, you come back into Darling, your humanoid form.
Oh, she's definitely leaning on the cart. She's hurting.
Oh, I'll give her a quick cure wounds. 2nd level. Uh, 10 HP.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's broken. Kato's gone.
What just happened down there?
Outside the podcast, yeah, lost. So.
We were exploring what Dad said. There was a cave and
Yes. Looks at Gus. What?
Can you make anything out that she's saying?
And she went into the room and scary and she attacked and I don't know what happened in those 5 minutes.
Can D'Angelo? I mean, it's probably out of place for her to accept affection like that. But can he step down and give her a brotherly hug?
Oh, definitely. She'll
like,
take it.
You can cry on me, sister. It's okay.
She'll start bawling.
Oh, poor thing. Oh.
I think Gus is this is gonna sound absurd, but he starts making biscuits, man. He's just a fucking flour out in water, and he's just making dough. Just gotta do something.
I'm sorry the first time we see each other in so long. It has to be under these circumstances.
Yeah, that was rough. What are we...
Poor brother. Poor sisters. Was there anyone else in there? This is one hell of a reunion.
No, it was just us.
Sorry,
Vanessa.
Yeah, he's just angry,
Zira. Us. Kato.
Dad sent us to a death trap.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Okay, so we gotta get back to New Havenhold. And we gotta find some powerful healer, and we gotta come back. And time is of the essence. So no time for biscuits, throws dough. Yeah. And it's just gonna like clamber up to the front and grab the reins and yeah.
Jerks.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's would D'Angelo would probably stay with Darling because she's was bawling. He just wants to make sure she's okay. And then later when we stop, I guess we'll check on Gus.
Well, Gus is driving.
Yeah, she'll be in the back of the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, were we in the cart or on top of?
Well, I mean, that's up to you guys. You guys can get in the cart. You can ride on top. That's...
Well, he was
Probably
making
inside
the biscuit.
would be
Yeah, he was
the most
making the
comfortable.
biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Gus,
So-
you get on the front of the cart and you motion to Sugar and Spice to depart. And you are like, are you riding them hard, or are you just like, let's go? Like, what is your...
I know the terrain here is dangerous, and I know that we can't afford to like break down. So I'm going as fast as I can safely.
Okay, great. Roll me a vehicle handling check.
You got it. That is a 15.
Yeah, so with a 15, you are making good time. You remember kind of the terrain. It is bumpy, and you hear things clattering. You hear, Darlin and D'Angelo in the back kind of getting beat up, but you are making good time. And you're able to put some distance between you guys and that mound, and you're heading back to New Havenhold, correct?
It's the nearest civilization. Closest thing to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys travel. Remember, you traveled earlier today. So at a certain point,
I'll take the exhaustion.
you're just gonna keep riding through.
Yeah.
So you do. You guys keep riding through to travel, to just put more time between you guys. And
I'm volunteering for that to continue to drive. If they want to sleep on the back of the car, I'm not going to make that decision for anybody else.
That's true. You guys have the option to sleep in the cart while...
Well, if Darling wants to sleep, yeah, but I would still probably want to climb up and keep Gus company or talk to him or keep watch for him because, well, I basically didn't get touched, so I just want to make sure that my brother and sister are okay.
I think she'll like pass out in the back, cried it out, and then just tired, cried, sleep.
Covers you up with a potato sack and just climbs up to Gus. Yeah. How are you doing, brother?
It's just, a lot going on. Time, just time.
Yeah. Your cart is amazing. It's quite breezy. I'm not good at small talk, but I'm here for you if you need anything, and I'll just let me know. And he, I guess, just sits there awkwardly, like. But
Much
keeping
appreciated,
watch.
brother.
Yeah.
No, much appreciated, brother.
Rock on. That's it.
And so you guys continue to travel. When the first night comes, Shane, I assume you want to rest. The next night of travel.
No, I'll take another level of exhaustion.
Okay, I will warn you. You are now up at 48 hours with no sleep.
Yep.
Okay. That comes with risks.
I'm going to reach into my Heward's handy haversack and grab a big handful of chili powder and throw it on my gums.
Okay.
I mean, Darling will come out and help because she would have.
Yeah, you would have
Rested
woken
at
up
some
and stuff
point.
like that.
Yeah.
Somebody else can drive. You can.
Yeah, if somebody relieves me, I will sleep.
If he was there for anything, so can Daniel know how to drive a car? I mean, like,
of course.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you guys
part
are
of it.
out of the
He's
rocky
big
terrain. You
trap.
don't really need to.
Yeah.
With
Then
that in mind, the trip back to New Haven Hold is uneventful. If not,
Do I get a long rest in?
yeah, of course, because you still have another. So you have 3 days back to New Haven Hold, whether that's broken up, across. You leave it at night, so it takes about 3 days to get back, give or take. So, I mean, you definitely get 2 long rests in if you're resting at least 2 of the nights, which should clear your exhaustion completely.
Yeah.
So the ride back to New Haven Hold is stressful and it's tense. It is uneventful, but the weight of loss hangs heavy on your shoulders. And as you arrive on the perimeter of New Haven Hold, that is where Daniel, you have to inform the party of why you will not be sticking around.
Brother, sister, it does pain me to see you both like this, and I truly don't want to leave you, but my caravan leaves soon, and I must go back to the estate to let everyone know. Zira, Kato,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Hey, you see the big old tears.
If you need anything, don't hesitate to send mail or letters, anything.
And big old giant brother embrace.
Slip a cookie in his pocket.
She'll hug him back and then hand him the letter that she took from the cave. On the back, I would have liked to add more.
Yeah.
Besides Vanessa dead, it's
What do you add?
Zira, vampire, Kato dead. Don't go to the cave. Here's the letter. And here's the next heading that Dad tried leading us to. And then just like a quick sketch of that weird map we saw on the ceiling and the lake and all that. We don't need anybody else going that way.
Pulls back from the hug.
I love you both.
Be well, bro.
Sad times.
And as such, Darling hands the letter to Daniel to deliver back to Brenneth.
I'm a little confused. Are we in New Haven Hold?
You're at the perimeter. You're not quite there. You're at the clearing, right?
Got
so
you.
You're 10 minutes from it. This is a good barrier
Got
to
it.
start the conversation. And so you guys come into New Haven Hold, and Daniel begins to make their preparations to part.
I'm coming in New Haven Hold like a bat out of hell.
Okay.
I'm shouting, "Help! Help! I need an artificer and a priest!"
And that's where we'll end the episode. Shane, it is your duty, your burden, your honor, your right
Privilege.
and privilege to do our Roll for Humanity for BCRF.
Yeah, we're rolling for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. We're the organization. I don't know anybody who doesn't know somebody in their life who's been affected, a woman that they care about, who's been touched in some way by breast cancer. It is a blight, and we should get rid of it. So, hey, I just rolled $7. What'd you roll?
Ooh, nice. Well,
Sorry, just like last week, is there any way I could add on to...
Absolutely. Please make your roll.
Sorry to cut you off there, Captain. We're gonna...
The more the better.
12, so...
Nice.
19.
Nice.
Very nice.
Excellent. So, that's where we're going to end this episode. So I need to do my new bit, my job.
God, read the room, Dwayne.
Yeah. Anyways, I want you to know that my wife just completed a 40-week bodybuilding program this morning. It's a girl and weighs 7 pounds and 12 ounces.
We had a baby eats a boy.
Baby eats a boy.
Shane,
I guess
you're not a
slam
prime
dunk me
master.
now.
I guess you can't do everything.
Yeah, I guess you're weak.
I guess that's
word.
Let's get it going,
40 week
man.
bodybuilding. You couldn't get that, bro.
You didn't get that a woman's gestation period is that long, and you can just—that's the first thing that come to
You
your
know
mind.
what?
That's
this
right.
comes back to Shane don't know nothing about making no babies.
I don't know
Big
nothing
words.
about personal babies.
Big words.
My big thing on that is
Quit talking about your big thing, please.
Yeah,
my big thing on that is
Weird.
I
Don't ever stop.
I definitely got because I heard 40 weeks and I was like, baby takes 9 months.
Oh, I see.
Baby takes 9 months, so it can't be an even number. So this can't be can't be going for baby.
Gestation is 30 weeks is fully cooked. You can go to 40. 40 is the
I'm saying when I was
Maybe
growing
like
up in health
Little
class,
Crispy.
which I guarantee is dated, and in Kentucky, so probably wrong. They said 9 months, and I was like, okay, 9 months to make a baby. And I was,
they say that
9
after
times
you
4
find out
isn't
you're pregnant,
quite
though.
40.
like that. Growing up, everybody said that after. Well, anyways, 36 weeks is the final. Is when the baby is fully cooked,
I hear what you're saying.
and so that makes you right.
So you're
But 40 week is what everybody assumes. So that's where the joke is crafted from.
okay. Good joke.
Good. Devin, tell me a joke.
Guys know why the cemeteries are so popular.
Everybody's dying to get in. Try again, nerd.
Chow, you got it. You're the
I love
winner.
that one.
Thank you.
What's a ghost's favorite lunch meat?
Ooh, Loney.
Ooh, Loney! Got me, slam dunk.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got slam dunk.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Devin, anything to add to the fray?
Yeah, okay. I got one. Brandon. I got a not gonna joke, but you start.
What?
Knock
Okay.
knock.
Who's there?
Oh,
Joke.
Was it? You're supposed to be confused, like, oh wait, this is not how that goes.
There was on a stand-up show. He goes, "Yeah, let's do not knock joke. You start." And he goes, "Come in." Smoked him up. He goes, "Uno reverse. Come in."
Come in.
crashes through your wall.
I'm just going to resort to my usual one that I used with the kids. And it was great every time, and I could just use the same one over and over again.
I'm ready for it.
What's
some
brown
candy?
and sticky?
Oh, I love this.
A
one.
stick.
Turds.
A stick.
Nice. Got him.
Slam dunk.
With that, like we always say,
Peanut butter is better smooth.
I like crunchy sometimes.
we
Crunchy,
love you.
yeah.
Smooth.
Bye.
I mean, just like sometimes, not all
Rip.
the time.
Feel the crunch.
And this is where Kato, after everyone has left the room, is it days later? Weeks later? I don't know. But then you begin to hear the machines whirring in his body as he rises from his slumber? His death? I don't know. He stands up and surveys the room, his eyes flickering a purple color, and he says, "Where did everyone go? This place sucks." I don't have anything. Hello, world. That's it. Love you, Ginger. Bye.